Alright, good morning guys. I'm gonna get these chores done quick, get these birds fed, pigs, check the pigs. And I guess last night the cow or the goat, the buck, pushed the gate open, and now they're all together. Everybody's all together right now, so I'm gonna have to fix that gate. And I already did it once and tightened it down, but I'm gonna have to do something bigger. I think I'm gonna put some spacers in it on the latch, or drill a hole all the way through the latch and the actually tube gate, and that'll hold it in place. But for now, I'll get these birds fed, and then I hopefully can get these the bucks segregated with some food. He's been pretty good with that, coming up to me and eating out of my hand and everything, but basically all the goats are going to try to squeeze through. So I'm going to have to try to figure out how I'm going to get this done. I'm not saying it was easy, but it only took a few minutes, so not everything's supposed to be easy. Everybody be doing it, right? So Got that done. It's not done, I gotta fix it. So I know I can just throw a screw in. There's already a hole set for it. And there's already a hole set for the screw to go in, the hole to be drilled. I should have did that when I installed it. So right now I just threw a chain around it, and I'll get my drill in a bit and have to find a bolt long enough, or I don't know, maybe a cotter pin or something, and that should do it. I don't think I'll have to take the whole latch off the other side and put spacers in it. And that'll keep them from pushing on it, because what they're doing is they're pushing on the gate, and it's, even though I got it all the way cranked down and tightened on that tube, it still slides. So it's pretty sure when you do that, you're supposed to actually put that screw in there, that set screw, or drill that hole through all the way through that tube gate to get it to stay in place. My fault. They don't come with instructions really, so, well, this latch didn't. I should have figured it out. I don't know if it's the steer or the goat. I know he gets on it and pushes against the fencing. I haven't really seen him do it to the gate yet, but why wouldn't he? So that's what we'll do. We'll find a drill and a drill bit, and hopefully I'll find a screw. I'll figure something out. Well, I got a better idea, because it's probably going to be hard for me to find a bolt to fit through there. I'm going to use these self-tapping screws. It came with the hardware that came with my fence that I put up, and compact, and that'll be a quick fix right there, done. And they shouldn't be able to move that. And next thing I would do is maybe set that latch out further with a spacer, but I think it's going to be in far enough. If I get it out farther, I can there's these holes that line up, and I can actually put a lock or dummy lock or something through it that would hold it, and then, or a carabiner would be best, and that would hold it just in case. But we'll see what it looks like right now. He was a lot easier than I thought. He's pretty gentle weather, even though he's big. Alright, so you see I already screwed this up. I have it in another video where I put too big of a gap here. I don't know how I did it, but I measured the gap too large, too long. So I put another 4x4, and then I put some treated against it, and then lag bolted this in. Well, I still was not close enough to get these holes lined up. And so what I did, they weren't even touching. I'd probably get something in there now, but they were. I actually had to set it in there. That's probably what did it. Is I put something through that, and then I tightened this down. So it doesn't mean that it's gonna, because it's not all the way flush in the front here. You can see this gap. There's a little sleeve that's supposed to help get this wrapped around this pipe. The only thing is, I really don't think this latch is made for this tube gate. So it's kind of like one of those sizes that aren't normal. I don't think it's true to anything, so maybe that's not the right word I'm looking for. It's smaller than most tube gates you buy, the diameter. So you have to kind of, I could wrap something around it, or I'll figure it out here. It'd have been good if I could get it closer, but we'll get it fixed right now. So that screw is kind of stripped, which that means this is super thin. It's I guess Balin or Bellin country out of. I got this from Tractor Supply. It's not very heavy duty, probably good for goats, but these tubes are real thin diameter in comparison to some of the other piping that you can buy. So they're not really good for self-tapping screws. The other side actually stayed snug. This side's, I can take it out by hand. I mean, it's not gonna come out, but it's, if you rattle this enough, it'll loosen up, and you still have to, I can pull it out. See, it's garbage. It's literally like a couple pages thin. So I got one side in. I could probably drill this through the actual metal part here, and it'll act as like a set screw. I don't trust that. The other side is tight, so we'll see what it does here. I'm gonna drill right above it. It's a lot thicker metal. Yeah, let's see. That'll work. The only other thing I could do is actually loosen these up with the wrench and just lift it just a little bit. You can see how it just kind of raises up. It's not bad. I'm gonna keep it there, because what that's doing is even though it's now when it's down like this, it's actually putting pressure on that post. And so by this lifting up just a little bit, it puts all the weight on the latch, and then it's got this post and those lag bolts to it'll even out, so you don't put your pressure on one side. So I'll actually leave it like that, and that's gonna work. I'm not worried about these goats or the cow pushing on it. And if you can see, I still have something I could put a lock through there, or a carabiner. I have to look for one. I don't think an asp would work, but you see the post is sticking through, not as far as I want, but it's not going to be able to turn anymore. What they were doing where they're pushing on it, and the whole thing was turning this way and letting it open that way. So I think this will work. Well, that was fun, and it really didn't take that long. Kind of gets frustrating, but animals get where they're not supposed. They don't know any better, you know. What do you can't blame them. I just don't know. I don't think that that last doe that I got over on the other side, I don't think she's in heat or anything. So I don't know if. I don't think he bred her. And the white goat right here, I'm pretty sure she's bred. When I picked these goats up in August in Wyoming, they're all together, the babies. Those triplets were small. Every goat was together. They're about the size of these ones now. And so they've always been together. And then so she came bred. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's nothing I could have did. And plus, so I kept them all together until, you know, like a month ago. I didn't have this fence put up in the middle. Me and my wife and my neighbor put that fence up in a few hours. Well, we put these 4x4s in. We set one side up, put the 4x4s in, let it cure overnight, and then we finished the fence. So I think she's bred, and if she is, she's probably gonna pop this month or February, I'm guessing. We'll see. She had these babies in have to look at the paperwork if it's June or July. I don't know why I want to say July, but so I don't know how soon afterwards that she would go in heat and then he would cover her. But if he did right away in August, you know, 5 months gestation, she's gonna be popping out some more kids, dropping kids, and she's not looking as big as the other doe was. So who knows if she'd have triplets again, but I didn't think the other one looked big. Well, she looked big, but I didn't think she was gonna have triplets. They usually have twins or triplets or even more, this breed. So it's they do really well with the cold. These babies are born in the cold at night, well, in the end of the day. And I set up heat lamps for them and everything, but the mama brought them under a tree, and they know. I mean, they do really well. No heat. It was probably in the low 40s. It was in the 40s this morning when I woke up. They do really well. She took them right from the heat lamp and brought them back down, and then when it rains, she brings them right up in that little shed. So they do really well out here. But this should work. Put set screws in it. Can open it up. I can. We weren't using this chain. We just used it the last time that it broke. And everything always happens when one-handed here when I'm gone. So I usually go to work, and that's when stuff likes to happen. So you know, you have to kind of make it work with what you got. That's that. So now I'll go grab a flake of alfalfa or two and bring it back over here.